I teach adults and teens. Let's go ahead and get it. In this masterclass, we're going to talk about some of the personal responsibilities that all of us have. Me as a state certified driving instructor, you as that beginning driver who's manifesting good driving skills. And it takes work. If you learn in a slow fashion, which is okay, it's going to take you longer. You have to be comfortable to get on the main thoroughfare. A lot of these master classes focused in metropolitan traffic, some on highways, some in Detroit, some in Iowa, some in Houston, Texas, some in Los Angeles, California. Each of these have certain characteristics. It is dangerous when you get out there and drive, but through my instruction, through me showing you this information, you will be successful. We're going to be focusing on safe driving behavior, and we're going to look through the list of safe driving behavior elements right now. Number one, do you put on your seatbelt? Number two, do you maintain proper speed? Not going over the limit, not going under the limit. Number three, do you maintain a safe following distance? Beginning drivers tend to tailgate or tend to be 5, 7, 10 cars behind. Remember, it's a car length for every 10 miles an hour. Next, do you identify and understand the appropriate traffic signs and signals? Speed limit 75, speed limit 45. Are you running yellow lights? And if you get comfortable running yellow lights, you're going to end up in a collision and fail your test. Next, do you demonstrate proper mirror checks? Having your center mirror framed, having your passenger side mirror and driver side mirror framed. It's a quick eye movement glance. By me being a state certified driving instructor, teaching class daily, taking adults and teens out daily, you're getting fresh content. You're getting real information. Okay? I need you to subscribe while you're listening right now. Next, do you demonstrate the proper use and understand that speed is a dangerous component of beginning drivers? I'm not talking about teens. I'm talking about people in their 20s, in their 30s, in their 40s, in their 50s. Ignorance is no excuse. Next, do you understand the driving environment? Downtown Detroit, downtown Houston, Texas, downtown Long Island, New York, downtown Atlanta, Georgia. Do you understand that you need to yield for pedestrians? Pedestrians are the most vulnerable road users. And if you don't understand this, they're going to be struck. Also, there's a surge in e-bikes and e-scooters. Many communities across the United States and around the world are looking at this law very hard because innocent people are getting hurt all the time. Do you understand about lane changes, signaling, checking over your shoulder, identifying dangers? Next, turning your head to check blind spots. When I'm making a lane change to the left, I look over my left shoulder. If I'm making a lane change to the right, I look over my right shoulder. You have to understand these dangers and effectively check. Do you gradually move into your lane, or are you slashing from the left lane, the middle lane, the right lane? One comment that I'm getting, and has a lot of discussion, are you in the left lane just hogging up the passing lane? Are you getting in that lane, getting up to speed and getting back over? Every driver is different. We don't want to hold up the flow of the traffic. Get over to the left lane, pass your traffic, get back to the middle lane. Do you demonstrate the ability to select the proper gap? When you look at these videos, you're seeing real life, real instruction. Model some of these behaviors so you can be effective. You can be effective and safe. Do you understand about parking? Can you parallel park? Can you perpendicular park? Do you understand the elements of not hitting the curb? That is extremely important. And if you're hitting curbs, then you're not going to effectively understand the role that you play. It is so important that we demonstrate good behavior. It is so important that instructors like me demonstrate to the general public why safe driving is important. And we will have some items that you can obtain. We're still working on that right now. We're still working on setting up a podcast. I'm trying to find the best provider that will bring the best value so you can come on, you can share your story because we are a community. Do you understand maintaining proper following distance on the expressway? If you don't understand these things, you won't be successful. You'll be underspeed, which is a hazard. You'll be overspeed, which is a danger. So I need you to focus and lock in on good driving behavior. Do you look for an open space ahead of you? Do you obey traffic signs and signals? If you don't, you're going to end up getting tickets, going to traffic court, getting a license suspended, and then driving on a suspended license and getting caught. Do you understand stops in the proper position? You have to stop behind the stop line. Thank you. This allows you to see the crosswalk. Those are those two skinny lines. This allows you to see ahead of you, to see the intersection from the left, the middle, and the right. We're giving you next level education. Do you understand the right of way rules? The first car to get there is the first car to go. If two cars come together at the same time, the car on the left yields to the car on the right. I see and have these questions all the time. And if you don't understand this, then you're not going to be successful. It takes time, it takes energy, and it takes an instructor who's going to be committed to growing, committed to getting better. And when I go live and show you this information on 94, on 75, I-80, in Detroit, in Chicago, in Pennsylvania, in Atlanta, Georgia, this is real information. And we're trying to impact people. We're trying to do our best. So we're going to be reviewing some information, and I need you to put in your comments. And remember, what we are trying to do is impact you. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and move forward. And I see one person is still on number 5. We want to keep moving because time is important. So we're going to break this down. And I'm going to go ahead and end it because I want to keep it moving. Sorry, McKenna, I want to keep it moving. And we're going to look at the data. We're going to look at questions, okay? So let's break it all down. Questions. Number 1 question, based on vehicle rundowns of the Dark Knight. If you don't remember, the Dark Knight is the black Mustang, all blacked out, specially modified, police equipment on there, a radar camera in the front, a radar camera in the back. The officer has high-level training for high-level police pursuits. Evaluate why the Sunrise Police Department chose to dechrome and black out the entire vehicle, including the emblems and lights, to create a stealth profile that prevents drivers from identifying it as a police vehicle until the lights are activated. This is true. Throughout the United States and the world, law enforcement departments have vehicles. They have Chargers. They have Mustangs. They have Corvettes. They have Hellcats. They have older vehicles. Because if you see a police car, you're more likely to slow down and hit the brakes and create an accident. But if you think you're safe, example, when we were teaching my adult drivers yesterday, there was a police cruiser on the left. It was just sitting there on the side. And I was traveling at the speed limit. Another car beside me was starting to pass me. And I said, that's the police over there. And it was. So you have to have in your mind, I'm going to be a safe driver regardless of the situation. So some of you may say, that's police entrapment. They deliberately set up a vehicle. Well, that's you making excuses. So 16 of you got that right. Let's keep going. Question number 2. Analyze the strategic advantage of the stealth DSR 2X radar system set up, described by Detective Weir. How does this specific placement and functional impact traffic enforcement. He mentioned in the video that the radar can be moved left or right. He has 2 radar guns, one in the back. So if he's parked and you're doing 100 over the limit, he can catch you from the rear. If you're going on the opposite side of the highway doing 115, he can catch you. So he has this information available. So he can accurately identify your speed. Number 3, in the first traffic stop, 64 and a 45, the driver provides an excuse related to food delivery. Evaluate the officer's decision making, processing, and issuing a citation despite the driver's explanation. Meaning, we all make excuses. Ignorance is no excuse. Oh, I'm delivering food. I work for DoorDash. I got to get this order. She has a electric warmer set up in her car. Obviously, she's good at what she does. She probably makes a living doing DoorDash. 9 of you got this right. 7 of you got it wrong. So this tells me you don't understand the priority of an officer. An officer is there for the good of the community. If you don't understand why you're getting a ticket, then you really need to have your license taken away. So let's look at this. The officer prioritized the high speed over delivering excuses to maintain public safety. I just talked about that. So 9 of you understand that, 7 of you do not. And because we're using Quizzy to look at the data, I can identify the students who do not. The officer is legally required to issue a ticket for any speed over 15, regardless of the context. It's deeper than that. She made the excuse, hey, I have to deliver this food. He acknowledged it, but also, hey, here's your ticket. Let's go on, number 4. Detective Weir demonstrates a specific habit of squaring away paperwork before exiting the vehicle. I talked about this in detail. None of you should have missed this. Analyze the primary reason for this procedure in the context of officer safety. I went over this, and I'm always going to speak truth. For 5 of you to miss it, this tells me you're not listening, or you're not paying attention, or it's not important. We talked about officer safety, and this is really important that you understand this, to minimize the time spent standing by the car. I talked about this. Officers get hit. Construction workers get hit. Okay, he's trying to get in and get out and give you information. Good morning, E. How are you doing? Thank you. So he's trying to get in and get out, not get hit, and safety. I want to keep moving. Number 5, compare the legal consequence of the 2 stops and a female doing 97 and the driver doing 115. What is the criteria threshold that changes in the nature? I showed you this. And they did a screenshot of the Florida law. So this tells me you're either not reading or you don't understand why Florida has the law. These are very deadly speeds. The woman was going 97 and a 65 saying, I got to get home. My husband will be mad at me. You need to get your relationship in order, but you're going 97 in a 65. The other man was going 115. What is the criteria threshold? So maybe you don't understand criteria, maybe you don't understand threshold. Let's keep moving. And it does mention 50 over the limit. The driver stopped doing 104, had his license plate seized. Seized means to be taken. Based on the explanation of Florida FR suspension, analyzing the relationship between vehicle registration and financial responsibility laws. That's one of the things we talked about, and where every driver must know. You must have insurance in order to drive your car. So This shows me you need to be able to explain it. Let's keep going. I know it's dragging a little bit, but we're almost done. Evaluate the officer's interaction with the driver who claimed her car measured kilometers. With evidence did the officer use to counter? So she made a claim. My car's in kilometers. I went to the oil change place. They pushed a button. I didn't know I was going this fast. So she made that excuse. So the officer, he pointed out that she had passed him and every other vehicle going at a high rate of speed. So regardless, she was passing cars. So if you're driving, 8 of you understood that. I need you to type in takeaway, semicolon, what did you learn today? Takeaway, semicolon, what did you learn from the police blogs, aggressive driving unit, and Sunrise County in Florida? I'm looking for 2 to 3 sentences. I'm not looking for 1 or 2 words. I want DOK level 3 or DOK level 4. You are high school and young adults. Show me that you really understand this and appreciate it. So I need you to start typing. In the police video we looked at, we put together questions about Detective Weir, who works for the Florida State Police Control, aggressive driving unit. And they are specifically targeting speeders who drive crazy aggressive, 20 over the limit, 60 over the limit. And safety is no accident. And me as an instructor, I have to bring you high quality content. We jumped in with the aggressive driving unit from Sunrise Police Department and their awesome ghosted GT 5.0 to enforce some speeding laws. And they're going from state to state, okay? They're going from state to state. We also got to tour the police car inside and out. Rob Weir stopped several vehicles, including one traveling 115 miles an hour. It's no excuse. The shift ended with a call of an alligator going across the road. I want to bring you incredible content. I want you to be fully engaged. I want you to say, wow, Myles, you are doing a good job. Let's keep it going. Okay? Let's keep elevating. I want you to learn from this. I want you to become better drivers from this. And it's extremely important that we are consistently setting up all of you for success. And that's extremely important because no one is going to do this except for you. And with hard work and dedication, you're going to achieve all things. And it does take work. And by being an educator, I'm going to break down information for you and help you understand. And from looking at your comments, we're going to go ahead and break this down. Please put in your questions. Cruise control. That is set up to allow you to cruise at a certain speed. If you're going from New York to Florida, you're going from Texas to Michigan, you're going from Michigan to California. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and push you along, and I'm going to jump in and take care of whatever driver must know, and then move you guys forward. So I'm going to break this down, and then I need you to put in a question. So I'm taking control a little bit, and then the last half an hour, you're going to be working on your lesson. So I just need you to listen actively because you got to have that personal responsibility. I need you to listen actively. You got to have that personal responsibility. We're talking about whatever driver must know. If you have questions, go ahead and put it in. The first question is, who needs a driver's license? If you are a resident and want to drive a motor vehicle, Okay? So you want to drive a motor vehicle, you're a resident of Texas, of Florida, of New York, of Atlanta. You want to drive, you're going to have to go through and get your license. Number two, how many licenses are you allowed to have? One. Number three, if you are 18 or older, how many pieces of identification you need to apply for your license? There are 5. They go into this. And number 4, how many tests do you have? You have a written test, a vision test, a physical standards. Okay. What is required to take to the road test? Everyone applying, you must have your original paperwork. Number 6, what is a restricted license? Is issued to people with special needs, people who maybe have a physical handicap. You can only drive during the day. You can't drive at night. You have a family hardship. I had a young lady about 12 years ago. Her parent had cerebral palsy. She was the only one to drive. She got her license at 14. That's real. What happens if you move? You need to go to Secretary of State and get this changed immediately. In the video, the young woman who was driving, who said her baby got bitten by a mosquito, no cap, no hate, she said, well, the officer said, you don't live at this address anymore. This is 4 years ago. That's a whole nother issue he did not want to bring up on the video. Okay. Next, where do you go to obtain your driver's license? You go to the DMV, Secretary of State. Yes, you can register online. Yes, the lines are long. Yes, they're slow. It is what it is. That's across the United States. Students under age 14, 8 months are allowed. The question is false. You are not. You got to be 14, 9. Every state is different. Next, what is necessary to bring with you to Secretary of State when applying for a license? Birth certificate, state identification, passport, social security card, 2 proofs of residency, driver's education certificate, parent or legal guardian. Next, when I receive my learner's license level 1, who can I drive with? A parent or guardian, or an instructor over 20, or a driving instructor, or someone over 21. Number 11, once your level 1 license has been issued, you must practice for at least 180 days to get your road test. How may you get level 1 license? You have to pass segment 2, driver's education, pass the road test, and be age 16 years old or older. Next, you may get your level 1 license when you are 17, your level 2, when you are 17, 12 months, driving violation free. Original license applicants are placed on probation for 3 years. You'll see that on the test. What are types of license there? There's the commercial, chauffeurs, and moped. I went over that. I have a chauffeur's license. Your school bus driver has a commercial CDL license. Can you legally drive a motorcycle? No, you need a motorcycle endorsement. To operate a motorcycle on public streets, the motorcycle must have an endorsement. I'm going to 22. If you're stopped by the police, what must you have? I need you to type in the chat. If you're stopped by the police, what must you have? Show me you're paying attention. If you're stopped by the police, what do you need to have? Please put that in the chat. Show me you're listening. Because I have 6 minutes left and then you're going to be working. If you're stopped by the police, what must you have? It's really important. You're stopped by the police, what 3 documents must you have? Now, we have a point system, and if you get a certain number of points, you're going to lose your license. How does the point system work? For each violation, you get a point value. List 4 of the 6-point violations: reckless driving, manslaughter, fleeing and eluding the police. List 3 of the 4-point violations: drag racing, impaired driving, under the age of 21, with open intoxicants. Next, list 3 3-point violations: careless driving, disobeying traffic signs or signals, stop sign, or improper passing. Listed 2 2-point violations. Ten or more over the limit. Other moving violations. Signs. Name these signs. A, no left turn. B, divided highway ahead. C, hospital. D, no U-turn. E, two-way traffic. F, merge. G, guide sign. H, curve ahead. You have to take the personal responsibility, excuse me, to go over this. And that's really important. And I like the fact that we're taking some time, but the time is on you. I have 1 minute left, and this is the first week. And I know it's a lot of work. I know it's difficult for you. But now, everything's all set here for you. We'll hear mirror usage tomorrow. Type in what you learned, please, and thank you. Type in what you learned, because the rest of the time you're going to be working. I'm just giving you a minor review. And remember, you're going to continue to do well. I gave you a minor review. You need to finish worksheet 1 if you haven't already. There are 95 questions. I asked you 1 in 45. Tomorrow we're going to hit signs, signals, pavement markings. We're not done yet. And then, so you got to finish worksheet 1 and start on worksheet 2. I'm showing you where they are. Here's the sign pretest, whatever driver must know. Okay, you got to read through this information. And it's a lot, but you are off for the summer. You signed up for driver's ed. You want to be a good driver. Those things are important. So we want to keep preparing you for getting out on the road. And I think that is so important. I know it's important. Again, you should be typing in what you learned and how you can improve. And you're looking at worksheet 1, defined risks, name the characteristics. And worksheet 1 only has 95 questions. I want to apologize. This is how the format is. Worksheet 2, not long at all. Okay, you got to get it done. So I need you to start. I'm just going to mute myself. You start. All right, guys, we had a lot of feedback today. Always give people praise. You guys are doing a great job. I need you to keep working. You're doing a fantastic job. Thank you, E. You always got to give people praise. You get a chance to see why a lot of people don't want to do driver's ed. It's work. And if you have a high-level instructor who's going to give them a challenge, who's going to help them, but you got to do the work. Example, I had new drivers the last couple of days. I drove my young lady, Brooklyn, who has cerebral palsy. She is getting better, but she may never drive on the expressway because she has a restricted license. I know my skill set. She's not ready for the expressway. She has hand controls in her car. That's a lot, okay? Hand controls. So I need all of you to just lock in. Okay, I'm going to go over some information to help you guys understand and really give you some in-depth questions, right? You're having your virtual class with me right now. Okay? So some of the takeaways. One thing that I learned today is how radar functions and what they're used for. Okay? Sometimes they're caught by radar. The car is blacked out. So there are unmarked police cars all over the country. That's nothing new. Takeaway. I've learned that Florida driving 100 or more is considered a criminal misdemeanor. Also learned that excuses will not save you when it comes to responsibility in a car. A lot of people make excuses. I read your comments. I do. Takeaway. There's no need to speed if you don't have to speed and get pulled over. Don't try to lie about it. Don't drive with this suspended license. Facts. But my young clients are driving with a suspended license. It's your age group. Because most of us are adults. Kids are not on this platform. Adults are. But this information will matriculate and help other people. Takeaway. I've learned that many people make excuses. In fact, almost all of them do, and that it shows what kind of person they are. Ooh, clock that T. Also, people don't like interaction with the police and want to leave as soon as possible. One thing I can take away from this is that lying won't get you anywhere. Facts. Let's keep going. And this is real. Takeaway. In Florida, the consequence for driving over the speed limit is high. It's set to keep drivers and all others around them safe. True. Police follow this, and their first priority is safety. Love it. So, excuses about your husband or getting food to people is not enough to override safety. Whew. That's real. That's real. While you're listening, you need to be giving this a thumbs up. You need to be locking in. We're trying to hit 30K subscribers. We're trying to bring you value. I'm putting the viewer first. Takeaway. No excuse for excuses. Ooh, love that. No excuse for excuses. Pay attention. Know when you are speeding. If you can't know, you should probably have your license taken away. Love that. Takeaway. Many people go over the speed limit if they think their excuse is okay. But in reality, it's not. True that speeding can be very dangerous for anyone on the road, including us as beginner drivers, because that is my content area. This is an educational channel, educational infotainment, where you are learning how to drive, seeing other drivers, me doing class, me doing a virtual lecture, me showing statistics, me showing you information, but it's aimed at you. Takeaway. Going 50 over the limit is a criminal offense because it endangers the people around you. It's also a criminal offense. Getting caught going 50 over the limit can result in your license being taken away or suspended. True. Takeaway. All excuses are not good enough for speeding. Speeding is unnecessary and negative consequences and greater than positive consequences. Chat GTP. There are no positive outcomes if you crash, get a ticket, or get your license taken away, etc. Don't speed. Cops will always give you the consequence out of speeding because it's how unsafe it is. Takeaway. Excuses won't help you if you're speeding. You better have your car insurance or the police can take it away from you. Takeaway. The Sunrise community in Florida is a great police department. If you get put over by any police, you should tell them the truth and not get yourself in more trouble already. My takeaway from this is that it's never okay to speed and never lie about getting pulled over. Always speak the truth. Takeaway. I've learned that speeding harms not just you, but everyone around you. When you speed, it puts your life and others around you in danger. Takeaway. Speeding is very dangerous. It excuses, excuse me, let me start over. Speeding is very dangerous. The excuse won't make you, it doesn't make sense. If you are going significantly over the speed limit, try not to speed significantly. Double negative doesn't make sense. I've learned that even if you are going one over the limit, it could be a consequence. Another thing is that people make excuses and even lie about what's going on to get out of a speeding ticket. Don't speed at all, not even for any reason whatsoever. If you think it's a good reason, it's not good enough. Ooh, clock that T. This is really important. I'm connecting with you, giving you real information, keeping it real. That's all I ever want to do is keep it real so you can be consistent. That's why this masterclass is so important. That's why we're trying to bring you value. That's why we're trying to impact our communities. It's so important. So you need to continue to lock in. And we're really trying to elevate good teaching, good learning, and really give you insight into what drivers are thinking. And I think it's significantly important that you understand our goal. We're trying to learn as much as we can. We're trying to impact all people. And then let's look at some other information. Okay. The officer is telling the gator to stop resisting. Had me dying. So there are alligators in Florida. So the alligator had crawled on the highway, and that's a safety hazard. And those alligators are almost indestructible. Been waiting 3 months for the new ride along. So you can ride along with police officers in your community. Okay, I was invited with the state trooper one time. Remember, we haven't seen police cars since 1990s. It's nice to see them return. These are custom designed units for DEA enforcement, aggressive driving, streetcar takeovers, and this happens across the United States and around the world, okay? That's amazing that he had the picture of Frank. That's awesome. Sunrise PD designed a sweet ride that nobody wants lit up behind them. Good to see them becoming worthy of its own information. So we're trying to educate you. We're trying to get better. We're trying to bring awareness in our community. And if this is making you aware, subscribe. Do your best. Keep doing well. 104 with no rush. I'm not rushing. So a person is going 104 miles an hour. That's no regard for safety. They deserve to have their license taken away. Resisting an alligator with restraining an alligator with electrical tape and a towel is the most Florida man I've ever seen. So every area of the United States, in our area, we have black bear. We're not messing with the bear. Okay? Some areas have hogs, wild boars, Texas. The officer Nick is riding along, had me chuckling when the lady pulled over and mentioned her baby having a fever. Come on, stop making excuses. Real human speech, useful information commentary, bravo. You see me in the car all the time. You see me here in these live classes. You see me giving you real life information. Love these videos. They're both of a car guy and someone who likes police work. I'm a car guy. I'm an enthusiast. I like education. I like cars. I like teaching. You are getting real life information to help you make decisions. Have a good instructor. Don't speed. Take your time. Cop acting like a insulated bag of alien technology. Very interesting. No one is insulated. Police officers put their lives on the line every day. I put my life on the line every day. Okay, I had a driver almost hit the curb. I had a driver yesterday go on the curb 3 times, learning how to park. And if I help them and cover the brake, they're not really learning. So we're trying to keep it real with you. Thank you for those hearts. I appreciate that. So cool. Kids dream, LOL. To ride in a nice car, to be able to enforce and protect your community, it is a dream. But it's also very dangerous. No one wants to be a police officer anymore. No one wants to be a fireman anymore. I'm so happy for you guys in Miami. Nice, beautiful, more cars like that. Well, there are cars across the United States like that. In New York, in Michigan, in Texas, in Florida, in Nebraska, in Las Vegas, in Rhode Island. They are special, elite, aggressive drivers who go after those. Traffic enforcement. The girl in the Wagoneer actually was making it worse for herself because kilometers is higher than mile per hour. Stop. I've been to Canada before. We've been through Montreal before. It's no excuse. What a nice officer. LOL. Love it. Retired now, 30 plus years law enforcement officer, and I've had my deals with gators. So if you're in Florida, you're going to be dealing with gators. Where are you going to vlog with the GPS? V8 Mustang sounds good. I'm a car enthusiast. I like all cars. Doesn't matter if it's new or old. Thank you. I appreciate you. Doesn't matter if it's new or old. All it again and always the best tubes. Keep them coming, brother. So once you find something that you can relate to, and again, congratulations to you. The New York Knicks won everything. That's awesome. And that's a heartfelt story, right? Stop resisting. The Mustang is one of the best looking unmarked cars. It can only look good unmarked and all blacked out. Nice job, Nick. Well, that could be biased. What if you don't like Mustangs? What if you like Chargers? Some law enforcement have Corvettes. And you're saying, what? My money's paying for a Corvette? Yes. The Mustang is a Godzilla bad. Tons of power. Go, guys. Yes, more episodes like this. Nick, at 2620, the Mercury looks like it's been at the track with Cletus McFarland. Oh my God, that's great. Great build as always. I miss you. Glad you are back up and uploading. We want to keep a daily occurrence, keep uploading, keep long form, keep short content. All of you who are watching, I need you to subscribe. Love his attitude. That's 165.0 dream spec. For a lot of Mustang enthusiasts, I personally drive a F-150 and a similar powertrain. I'm glad to see the police departments are starting to bring it back, meaning back into police service, calling it the 5.0 again. So that's just a name change. Rock, you guys, and the new ones look like they have a need for speed. South Florida strong. Let's go for another banger. It's really important. Good morning. Nick is back with another banger. Woohoo! Myles is back with another banger. I'm just trying to really give you specific information, help you understand, and give you a perspective. Don't drive aggressively. Happy Wednesday. Amen. Happy Wednesday. Yeah, I look a little happy. I'm getting more rest. We're on the summer break. I'm doing driver's ed, and I really want to do a good job. Okay. So we just got a fake. Okay. So we just got a fake phone call. People are always trying to get identity. I'm sharing this with you. So someone called me pretending they were a lawyer. They wanted me to identify my identification. They wanted me to identify my social security number, my date of birth. I said to them, no, you called me. You tell me where I live. He got nervous and hung up. I'm giving you real life stuff. People will try to always scam you. Okay? Tell me your date of birth. I said, no, you called me. Then I said to him, tell me my address. You called me. If you're a lawyer, you called me. He hung up real quick. So what am I trying to tell you? People are always trying to scam you. They're always trying to take advantage of you. They're always trying to find a vulnerability. You can't allow someone or something to fall down and get vulnerable, to give them your personal identifiers, your social security number, your ID, your address, your date of birth. I didn't fall for that game. Okay? So people are always trying to run scams. And this guy sounded very convincing. Hey, I'm a lawyer from this law firm. Okay, tell me where you're located. Didn't answer. So that was very unusual. So my takeaways, don't speed. Another takeaway, be educated. I'm trying to educate you. Help us hit 30,000 subscribers. I'm going to continue to bring you value, continue to connect with you, and continue to help you. And if you feel like something is false, then don't answer. Okay, that call was 30 seconds, and trust me, my heart was pounding. I'm like, this person is trying to run a scam on me. They're trying to run a scam. Okay? They're trying to run a scam. And I don't want to fall for that. I need all of you to type into the chat what number you are on, please, and thank you. All of you type into the chat what number you're on. I was looking through your information and reading some of your takeaways. Type into the chat what number you're on so I know where we are. You can't be vulnerable to people. You can't look like a target. And it's really easy to look like a target because when I got this phone call, hi, I'm a lawyer from a law firm, automatically like, this is a personal matter. I'm not in trouble with the law. I haven't done anything wrong. But then I listened, and the more you listen, they got you. This is a personal matter. I need you to identify yourself. I said, no. You can say no. I said, you identify yourself. I'm a lawyer from the law firm. He said the same script again. And then I said, you called me. And he got quiet. And then I said, you tell me my address. Said, you have my number. And if you have my address, then I'm going to go through, okay, you have my address, tell me my zip code. And then he hung up real quick. So there are people out here trying to scam you. It makes me mad. People always try to do that. But this is a teachable moment for you, and I need you to continue to work ahead. And that's so important. If you're done with the worksheet, and this is 113 problems, you need to go into worksheet 3 because we're grinding. Don't worry, I'm going to do a quizzy summary. We'll go over the information. Tomorrow we're going to be reviewing whatever driver must know. We're going to go over this. We're doing okay. We need to spend about a day answering these questions on a worksheet and giving you guys a pathway. Keep going. You're doing great. So remember, you've got to put in your work to become a good driver. You got to have a good instructor. You got to have someone who's patient with you, someone who's going to educate you, not scream at you, not cut your head off verbally and emotionally. My client who has cerebral palsy, this is Brooklyn, she said, "You are so nice. I can tell you put my personal interests ahead of yours." And as we learn how to drive, Brooklyn used to be all over the road, lane light reference. She has depth perception issues. She drives with hand controls. But despite that, Brooklyn is making progress. Many of you who have cerebral palsy, you wouldn't drive. She has hand canes. She has canes. She can't use her legs. She goes to physical therapy every day. She's in college. She has her own car with hand controls on there. And she has a spinner knob on the left. She has the spinner knob on the left. She has hand controls on the right. I need you to subscribe. I need you to subscribe. Over 24 years of experience, state certified driving instructor. We're talking about real things to help you become a good driver. And we're looking to set up a podcast. I'm trying to find the right platform with a good price that allows you to come in and share your comments. I want to say thank you. Make sure to subscribe. Bye. Subscribe, leave comments, help us hit our goal.